Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jamil from Honest Sense. I'm actually going to be doing a fragrance review from the House of Creed, and this is going to be called Creed Absolu Aventus. Absolu Aventus. I actually purchased this fragrance off Joma Shop. I had purchased it like 3 weeks ago, and I had worn this fragrance 2 weeks straight. So I'm just going to be telling you basically what I think about this fragrance. The price for what I paid for this fragrance was $449 from what I had paid for this fragrance. Obviously, it came with tax. Tax was like, I think it was like 460, 468, something like that. It did have like some type of coupon code that I ended up using, so it's kind of like it did like help me out with when it comes to the pricing. The shipping, it took about like a week. I didn't want to settle for the overnight delivery or nothing like that, so I did settle for the I think it was like the next step of delivery, so it ended up being a week. I had ordered them from Joma Shop for like many times. They obviously based out of New York, I think Brooklyn, and I'm live in PA, the Pocono area, so it's kind of like I think if I would have drove to Brooklyn, I'm always in Brooklyn anyway, so it would have been if I would have been able to pick this fragrance up. But obviously they don't do pickup. You obviously just have to really order it, and they ship it to your house. When they did ship to my house, it was signature required, so I had to make sure that someone was home to be able to sign for this Creed Aventus. So I'm just gonna get into the difference of what I like about this fragrance. Anyway, with the money that I was able to buy this fragrance, cause me, I don't like spending nothing over $400 or nothing over $300. I really don't like doing that. So what I did was I ended up selling my original Creed Aventus. I sold that one, and the money that I got from that one, and I actually paid like $200 in just to get this one. So I feel it was a good deal, because I do like this one better than the original of Creed Aventus, but obviously my favorite is obviously Aventus Cologne. So, but anyway, the notes that I actually got off this fragrance. So I don't know if this is a 2023 batch or this is a 2025 batch. So, so basically, I'm just going to be talking about this fragrance. So the notes that I actually got this fragrance from is from Fragrantica. The top notes was pineapple, blackcurrant, grapefruit, bergamot, also pink pepper and lemon. In the middle is cardamom, cinnamon, and ginger. And the base is vetiver and protruding. I know eventually, first initial spray, when I actually spray this fragrance, I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to do it for you now. Just let it air out for a minute. When you first initially spray this fragrance, you're definitely going to get the Creed Aventus, but it's going to be like kind of like a little darker of a Creed Aventus, a little bit more spicy of a Creed Aventus. It's kind of crazy because when you first get it, you definitely gonna get that pineapple. I'm on my skin, I'm getting a little bit of blackcurrant. I'm getting very little of that grapefruit, but I'm getting a lot of that bergamot. So it's kind of like the pineapple and the bergamot, just like when you would get it inside the original Creed Aventus. The crazy thing about it, within seconds, I'm starting to go within the middle, where's that cardamom and that cinnamon and that ginger. That ginger is definitely making it spicy. That cinnamon is making this fragrance darker. That's what this fragrance is coming with. So a lot of times people would think that the cinnamon is making it spicy, but the cinnamon is making it darker when it comes to my skin. And the ginger is actually freshening this fragrance up, along with that bergamot and that pineapple. Again, I get a little bit of that pineapple. The lemon just hanging around, but I don't really get no grapefruit from it. I wish on my skin, because I love fragrance that actually have grapefruit. I just wish that the grapefruit would just pop out more, but obviously it doesn't. Not on my skin. Definitely getting that cardamom. The cardamom sits back in this fragrance. To me, this cardamom is like it's a different type of cardamom. It's not the type of cardamom that you would get in on Lana wheat. Not like that. It's not that type of cardamom. This is more like a green cardamom. So on my skin, this fragrance does come off of that's a tad of green. So that's why I'm saying I'm getting just a little bit of the cardamom. The cinnamon is there. Obviously, the ginger is just spicing it up, actually making this fragrance even more fresher, along with that pineapple and that bergamot. But the blackcurrant, it just obviously sits in the background. This fragrance definitely get a little bit earthy, obviously from that vetiver and obviously from that patchouli. But this patchouli is crazy because I just said that the ginger making it fresher and stuff like that. And towards the dry down, this fragrance is going to start getting a little bit of dirty, a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. And it's kind of like, it kind of plays tricks on me because women, this patchouli, it's a little bit dirty, a little bit way too earthy. And then another time I wear it now is that patchouli is making it green along with that vetiver and also along with that cardamom. The longevity on this fragrance actually to me is pretty good. I'm getting like 8 to 10 hours consistency. The projections about 2 hours. Like I sprayed this in my car right now. It's crazy. I need to like pull down the windows. I know I did watch a lot of other people reviews and they said this fragrance smells a little bit similar to Dior Sauvage Elixirs, a fragrance that I do own. I could see where they're coming from with that. It don't smell like it. It's more like you can wear this in the same location of Dior Sauvage Elixir. So it's like if you own both, you're gonna get the same feeling of owning Creed, Absolu, Aventus, and obviously Dior Sauvage Elixir. When it comes terms to the smell, I like Dior Sauvage Elixir better. But when it comes towards the wearability, I like Creed, Absolu, Aventus. Cause this one right here, you really could wear Creed, Absolu, Aventus like in the springtime. Obviously, like the weather right now is like 55 degrees, and you could wear this in the springtime. Obviously, you wear this in the winters and the fall time. For to me, Dior Sauvage, it was just freaking fall and winter. When I did smell it on people who actually wore Dior Sauvage Elixir in the summertime, like my nose just could not tolerate. I just couldn't handle it. It was just too strong, way too strong for me. And obviously, I do own Dior Sauvage Elixir. And that's the only time when I actually wear that fragrance, obviously in the fall and the winter time. This fragrance here is actually pretty good. I do like it. I don't love it. Sometimes, like, when I'm around, I just be driving around with fragrances and everything. It's another fragrance that I actually really liked. I think it's called Loawe 7. I remember when I first purchased this fragrance on Fragrance Net, and I'm thinking I'm purchasing this Loawe 7 Colbert, the one that everybody was talking about. When I finally sprayed Loawe 7 Colbert, I had like a little sample of that one, and well, actually, this one came in, and then another fragrance reviewer sent me a sample of it. Because I wasn't sure if this fragrance is the same thing as that one. Maybe they just took out the Colbert. And I found out that they are not the same. They're two different fragrances. I actually like this one better than the Colbert. This was actually way more cheaper. It was like $80. I didn't see Colbert for $80 or nothing like that. I did see it some type of online. It was like $169, so I wasn't gonna pay for that. So it's like fragrance. It's just crazy. I just walk around with fragrance all day. I just love fragrance so much. And the compliments on this fragrance is crazy. I'm getting crazy compliments with Absolute Aventus. A lot of compliments. But it doesn't beat my Creed Aventus cologne. My cologne version, I'm getting so much compliments. This bottle right here. I went through like 200 ml bottles And now I'm just on this 50 ml bottle. I'm most likely I probably would get like a little decant or something like that. I'm just going through these fragrances like crazy. So, but anyway, this will do for my review from Creed Absolute Aventus. Definitely should try this out. I think that you will like it. I don't think that it still doesn't worth $400 some. I would say $200 or $250, but you know, like the prices right now, everything on going up anyway. So, you know, what can you do? But anyway, peace out, everybody. Everybody have a good day today. It's nice out here. Hey, tell me what's your scent of the day.